It's Wednesday, sorry, but it's the week of a holiday, and I explained earlier in the stream that if there's a holiday in the week, the trash man comes a day late, regardless of what day that holiday falls on. The holiday could be on Friday, and the trash man's going to come a day late. I'm not exactly sure why or how this works, but this is the way my neighborhood operates. Mm. Oh yeah, I burnt my tongue on some pizza yesterday, and this is exactly what I needed. Ooh, that tastes good. Zoe, okay. Zodi comes in hard and fast early with the gifts. I feel Zodiac. I always feel like I need to earn them at some point by like playing the good stuff, maybe playing the rare stuff, maybe getting through a very difficult passage successfully. Yeah, you're not even letting me shake the rust off. Thank you, Zodiac. I appreciate that. Maybe I can take this $3.99 and use it to power through the rest of the stream. Maybe that's why you're doing it. Maybe Zodi just wants me to have the strength and monetary form. Hello, Tatsu. Is that Tatsu? It is Tatsu. Long time no see indeed. Welcome back to the stream. Hello and good morning, Soothsayer. Oh, that's good. Good morning, Ava. Sorry I did not say good morning to you yet. Back to the medley. Different, different. I recommended Ava. Okay, we're gonna start going through and we're gonna start going through. We're gonna start going through the viewership, and I'm going to ask a bespoke question. Well, I guess the opposite of a bespoke question. I'm gonna ask a question, and I'm gonna start applying it to several people in the stream, like a game show. And I want real answers. I want real answers, please. The questions aren't going to be particularly important or weighted, and you always have the option to say, I don't want to answer that on me. But we're going to start with Zodiac because Zodiac was so generous so early in the stream. Goodness, I haven't even gotten the crusties out of my eyes. Zodiac can barely read. Zodiac, do you remember the name of your first grade teacher? By any chance? Hello, Lindsay. Good morning. Zodiac, first grade teacher, go. Thank you, Soothsayer. Basement Jacks is so much better than Where's Your Head At? So much better than that song. Oh, I could recommend some more Basement Jacks tracks too for the Soothsayer. Mm. Mm. Good morning, Maddie. Good morning, Andrew Cox. My first good teacher's name was Miss Freestone. I'll never forget her. She had funny hair, and I don't remember anything she said. I guess I just remember her name and her funny hair. My question was unable to reach Zodiac in the Zodisphere, wherever they have ascended to. But I appreciate you, Zodiac, wherever you are floating around. My hair looks funny today. I watched it yesterday. Okay, we're going to move on. I'm going to pick a different person. Hot and cold. Uh, uh, yeah, 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 yeah. I've heard Hot and Cold by Basement Jacks. Who do you think I am? And good luck. Good luck in your new bed. Enjoy your nightmares, honey. Of course. Jordan, who do you think I am? Yeah. I'm very, very, very familiar with Basement Jack's back catalog. I was surprised I was able to just call the choruses of both of those songs. I'm even a little impressed myself on that front. But yes, these are two very, very good songs, Jordan. Word. You're picking out the most soulful Basement Jacks tracks. I see you. I see what you're doing. You can't hide from me. Okay. Next person I'm picking is Liana, since Liana's here. Liana. Liana, what is something that your parents made for you, food-wise, that you never liked, and you still don't, but you ate it because it was your parents? Good morning, Isidore. Hmm. We honestly like all the food at this point. But I'm talking about, oh, okay, okay. So you've grown. But you like seafood gumbo now? It's my favorite now? Whoa. I would say something that my parents tried to make for me that I didn't like at the time and still don't like. Um, I guess this is hard too. Didn't realize how difficult my question was. Oh, yams. I've actually never enjoyed yams. My mom made what I know are very good yams, but I'm not a fan of the flavor of the yams. I don't even really like sweet potatoes. Something about that flavor just isn't great for me. Sweet potato pie, stuff like that. Okay, it's Isidore's turn. Whoa, that cat was booking it. Isidore. Good morning, Tommy. Easy door, easy door, easy door. Ooh, okay, okay, okay. Easy door, you cook. You cook. It's not just me in here. It's not just me and Ava in here. It's not just me, Ava, and Cyber in here that cook. Yeah? Do you? Because the question is going to have something to do with food if you do. Okay. What is something, Isidore, that you've tried to cook, but you still can't like consistently get right? You still mess up pretty often. I feel you, Tommy. It's embarrassing, but yeah. The dessert with condensed milk and has yolks. It's really difficult. It sounds very finicky. Desserts in general, I don't like making. I find them more difficult, particularly just like any type of pastry. Good morning, Darius. Hello, Blurry. Okay, mine would be Isidore. Mine would be. I think mine is chow mein. There was actually a very specific time when I lived in Los Angeles, like 2015 to 2016, where I kept trying to make chow mein, and I kept failing. Like, I mean, a lot. Like, I failed at least like 50 times. I wasted so much money and time, and I was so frustrated, nearly to tears sometimes. It was horrible. Um, it should be easy. It should be easy. It looks very easy. I was just like, the consistency was just like not what I wanted. The taste and like the consistency was so off. Anyways, Jordan's next. Um, I was ending with Spring Street. Jordan. How many times have you tried to make that on me? Oh, chow mein, a ridiculous amount of time. We're talking about chow mein. If we're talking about boba, I'm never gonna try to make boba. I've had way too much bad boba in my life to attempt to make that. Jordan, your question is. What can you think of something? Hello, Akashi. Jordan, can you think of something that people recommended to you? Like, en masse, like a lot of people are like, yo, you gotta see this thing, or you gotta try this thing, you gotta eat this thing, you gotta play this thing, you gotta go to this place, you gotta hear this song. They keep recommending it to you, and then when you finally get around to it, you just don't like it, and you almost feel guilty for not liking it. It's just something that, just for whatever reason, it didn't click with you. music is lovely as always. Thanks, Okash. Yeah, I appreciate that. I hope that the quarantine's been treating you well too. Star Wars, says Ava. Wow. Word up. Hello, Kiwi. Jordan's question, though. Jordan says Avatar The Last Airbender. I didn't really care for it, but tried. I appreciate you for trying, Jordan. Um, An admission here is that yeah, The Last Airbender has been recommended to me a bunch of times, but I've never done it. But I've never made the time for it. However, my answer to this question is going to be, I was going to pick an anime because a lot of anime gets recommended to me and I usually end up not liking it, but since you chose an anime, I'm going to not do that. And I'm going to say Cane's Chicken. There's a place called Raising Cane's Chicken. Everybody loves it. They love it. Everybody's like, it's the best chicken I've ever had. Oh my god, you got the Cane's? We're getting the Cane's in town. We just got the Cane's built around the corner. And I ate it, and I mean, it's not bad chicken. It doesn't taste bad. It's like really bland, though. I would say it's about as bland as getting like a 3-piece mild from Popeyes. It's like not bad chicken, but it's like, yo, can you put anything on this? Super bland. So, yeah, I do not like it, and I feel like I'm alone on that boat. Nobody else I know really agrees with that. They really overhyped that chicken, Jordan. Cane's is for people who don't make good fried chicken, says Lindsay. This is the right place. Looks like my stream is the right place to talk about how much I do not really enjoy Cane's. Okay, alright. Alright, this is a safe space, I suppose. Okay, Lindsay's next. Lindsay. That's interesting. Lindsay's well-being. Oh! Okay. Lindsay, is there anything that you look at pretty often and that you can afford to buy, but for some reason you just don't pull the trigger on actually being able to follow through with it? Like maybe you look it up on Amazon, or you go to the store and you walk past it and you'll pick it up and like look at the price, check prices online, but it's just something that for whatever reason you actually have no intention of really buying. I have that feeling now every day happening. Says easy Dora. Well, I'm not gonna give you my answer until I Tom says for them it's the Switch, the Nintendo Switch. Ah. Okay, Tom stole my answer, so I'm gonna have to think of a different one. But I'll have that one ready when you answer, Lindsay. Jordan says Oculus Rift. More it up. The smoothie's extra good today, guys. I wish you could have it. I wish you could have it, but who knows when I'll ever be able to get the portions and consistency down that perfect again. I bought a Switch in a heartbeat with no regrets on that one. I highly prefer portable console, so it was a no-brainer for me, says Ava. Word up. I'm not going to move on until Lindsay answers because we all know how bad my short-term memory is. And if I move on, I will forget that I'm waiting for Lindsay to answer. Everybody that's in the stream, this has been roughly the first half or so. If you enjoy the stream, please like the video. It does help me a lot. It makes me feel good inside. And I think in some weird, like... Yo, she's gonna hurt somebody. One of these days. One of these days she's gonna come in here doing those donuts on the cul-de-sac. She's gonna hit somebody. Crap, what was I talking about? I can't remember. Anywho, I never really... Oh, crap. Sorry, my Google Assistant popped up. I thought I was talking to it. For me, it would have to be the PS5. I've had a PS4 for so long, it's like I remember my brother's already talking about pre-ordering the newer console. So yeah, that's kind of funny. I want to talk about things that actually, exist on the shelf that you can get though. I don't actively want it, so that's the word. Okay. Take your time, Lindsay. Just know we can't move on until you answer. I like that. I like a little bit of pressure on. Where's Kit? Where's Kit in my time of need? Anybody remember Kit James? Okay, what is it, Lindsay? Okay. Lindsay says, I have been wanting to buy my old Japanese textbooks from college for the longest. I only rented them, and I have the money now, but I just haven't. The Genki series. Whoa! Oh my god! I have one. I'm not gonna get up and like dig through my whole closet, but I actually have one of the books from the Genki series. That's funny. I didn't really buy mine either. I just never returned it. Yeah, whatever. I don't need to go into my story. But my answer to the question that I asked you, yours is going to be your Japanese textbooks from college. Mine is going to be a... Dang, it was a Switch. Mine is going to be... Oh, this is a good one. You know those jackets that are like denim? They're all denim, and then around the collar they have like that white fur. They're very, very basic, like, normie jackets. Like, I feel like you can't walk through a mall without seeing somebody in one of these. I really want one of those. I don't know. I really want like a jacket that's black denim, and has the like white. Not it's not like fur really, but it's like I don't know what you call it, cotton, I guess, like a white puffy cotton like collar. I hope somebody knows what I'm talking about. I hope somebody can like visualize this very standard jacket I'm talking about. But I really want one of those, and I see them all the time. You know, you can't walk through like H&M, Forever 21, Urban Outfitters without seeing a few of these, and I just never buy it. They're not even that expensive. Um, word. Tommy's next. Tommy's next. Tommy. Tommy, have you ever lied about saying that you experienced something just because you know that if you said no, everybody was going to get on your case about how, oh, you got to do the thing. I can't believe you haven't seen Die Hard. I can't believe you haven't eaten a pizza before. Is there a thing like that, Tommy, for you? And if so, what is it? What is the thing? We won't judge you here. Have you not had macaroni before? Okay. I've done that many times, says Akashi Oti. Trust me, Akashi. I've done it a lot. I've done it a lot of times. I'm no longer ashamed of this. I have pride in my lies. Sure, Jordan. Sure, Jordan. Jordan, you and Kiwi sound like you're in the same boat. It's like if you just don't want to hear somebody like say this, like yeah, I saw it, yeah, it's good, loved it, couldn't get enough of it. Anyways, you hungry? Yeah, I've done a few of those. Yeah, what Lindsay said. Thank you. If you could hit the like button. I promise we're gonna get through these questions and I'll start the medley, but this is going to be my social exercise for the stream from now on. Tommy says, that's pretty much how I squeak by most conversations. But one situation I've lied in that manner was chatting with someone who loved Game of Thrones before I properly watched or read it. Word. Word up, Tommy. Okay. I just let them lead the conversation and say, yeah, this was my favorite too. Isn't it funny how those people don't really want to relate to you? They kind of just want to talk about the thing they like, so you could just like outright lie or like very clearly have not experienced the thing, but it doesn't really bother them. Anywho, my answer to this question, Tom, is going to be Die Hard. I've never. No, I can't say that because that was my example. But that is. I have never seen that movie, and I've definitely lied a lot and told people I've seen it. So I'm not gonna use Die Hard. I will say. I won't even say a movie. I will say. Ooh. Oh, you know what? This is gonna piss some people off. Maybe like two people in the stream, but more people that if they knew it, if they heard me say this. The Final Fantasy series, love the Final Fantasy series. Who doesn't love Final Fantasy? It's great. There's a game in the series called Final Fantasy 9, and I liked 9, right? I love it. It's great. 9's wonderful. Little kids with tails and whatnot. I love the setting. I love the music. However, a lot of these Final Fantasy games, if you're unfamiliar, are very, very long. When I got into 9, I got to a certain level or part of 9 that I just couldn't beat, and it was also like really boring for me at the time, the part in the game that I was at. And I remember my neighbor sold me all of their game stuff. I don't know what that dude's deal was. It's weird. Anyways, I don't want to get sidetracked, but he was my neighbor, or my family's neighbor, in this apartment complex we lived in. One day, he was just selling everything in his apartment to like everyone, and like Craigslist didn't exist back then. He was literally like knocking on doors, and he was like, "Hey, you want to come by the crib? See if there's anything you want. Like if you just offer me something, like I got to get rid of everything today. Like I'm leaving." And he was selling his PlayStation and all of the games for his PlayStation, which was like a pretty big like shoebox. Which, if you remember, like PlayStation 1, the games came in jewel cases, so you can fit a lot of games in a shoebox. He sold all his PlayStation and all of the games in a shoebox for, I think it was like $70 or something like that. $70. I can't remember because I didn't pay for it. My friend's big brother Jason paid for it, and he kept the PlayStation and he kept all the good games. And then he was like, "You guys can have whatever else you want in there." And there was a memory card in there, and then this is such a long story. In the memory card was a save file for Final Fantasy IX right before the last boss, because I guess he was very good at Final Fantasy. But anyways, I took that save file and I just beat the game, and I told everybody that I played Final Fantasy IX, when really I played like the first maybe 5 hours of the game, and I played the last boss. Oh, that sucks. I don't feel good even saying it now. Anyways, I don't know where that dude is. After we bought that shoebox from homie, he was gone like that night, and we never saw him again. So hopefully that he did something cool with that money, or I don't know. I don't know what happened. Oh, I felt dirty saying that. I'm sorry, guys. Yeah. I did like Final Fantasy IX. I truly did like that game. I feel like I have to like shoot myself some bail here. It was a very good game. It was just, yeah. I did not play it from beginning to end. Not on my own merit. Okay. Next is Enigma. Enigma, your question is going to be... Enigma's question. Enigma's question. There we go. Mommy, can you play the Easy Go? Whoa, I'm playing those. Whoa. Yo, me and you, Dark Crow. We're like in sync. Holy crap! I was playing them. I don't know if you could tell. I don't know if you could tell, but yeah, it was. That's so cool. Wow, weird, cool, but very weird, very strange. Gonna have to keep an eye on you. Soothsayer says, Lastus is FF9 is one long, annoying dungeon, so you didn't miss that much. Word up, Soothsayer. Thank you. I thought of a better answer to my question, and it's tattoo, says Lindsay. But I also couldn't afford that most of the time. Well, Kasha says I used to do that with Fallout series, except I would get my brother to help me in the missions since I was really bad at it. Just recently finished the Fallout series, and it was amazing. Word up, Okashi. Glad that you took the time to finally finish it, though. My cousin used to have me come over and beat the Kingdom Hearts bosses for me. Anyways, I'm gonna play the... says Ava. This was not me. sad one, Enigma. It might be a little sad because I think it's accepting the inevitable, right? I mean, some of the people in this country, some of the people in this globe, some of the people on this planet will get to go everywhere, but life is finite, and I mean, so is the Earth, but we're only one person, and we don't live for that long. Enigma, is there something on this planet, on planet Earth, that you really, 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 really would like to enjoy? Whether it's a place, it's a type of food, it's an experience, seeing Aurora Borealis, seeing the Grand Canyon. Is there anything on this planet that you really like, but you just don't think you're going to actually get to do in your lifetime? Maybe because it's just not that important. It's not important enough to spend $5,000 to go do. It's too far away. It's out of your path. Is there anything like that for you, Enigma? Oh, thanks, Akashi. Oh, that's sad, Darkrow. Jesus Christ. That actually bumped me out. This is a really kind of a sad question, I guess. I'm sorry, Enigma, that you got a sad one. For Ava, it's working on a traditionally animated film. It was my dream growing up, but the industry sucks, and I just don't think I have the ambition to fight my way towards that goal. Oof. I don't know what I was expecting. I knew the answers were going to be really heavy to this one. The Isle of Man, says Enigma. I don't know if I will ever have the skill or bravery to do it, but I want to race a motorbike around the Isle of Man at however fast the machine will allow me. Wow. I want to see a comet. I wanted to see a comet for the longest time, says because. Wow. These answers are beautiful, by the way. I want to walk on the moon, but that ain't happening. Even though I'm trusting Liana that is a genuine, sincere answer. That sounds like something. That sounds like something my brother would say to me, in a very not genuine way. Or it's like, like telling my brother, like, Kenneth, I really want to get a Grammy one day, and then Kenneth's like, yeah, I want to walk on the moon too, but that ain't happening. Adjust your expectations. Word up, word up. But I know that Liana was probably being serious, and that they do want to walk on the moon. The moon. Such an alluring guy. Sorry. I feel like that's something I will do middle age when I have less work to look forward to, and most recent 200 miles an hour. See if I can make it all the way around, says Enigma. So, that's a good answer, actually, Enigma. My answer to this question is... So, being an artist, especially a touring one, I get to go to a lot of places. I get that luxury. But the places that I get to go to are the places, It's like New York City, New York, San Francisco, Tokyo, Japan. There's so many, not main cities that I would like to get to go to that I just won't probably ever get to go to unless I spend my own money and go there on my own volition. There is a town that a friend who I cannot mention in the stream because some of you know who this is, and I just don't want to talk about them specifically, but they are from a town in Australia that I really badly want to go to. But it's not like Sydney, it's not Perth, it's not like one of the main towns. It's kind of like a whack, backwards, suburban, in the sticks place. But every picture they ever sent me from this place was like really cool. And I just don't think I'll ever get to go there. And there's this kind of weird thing, right? Of like saying, well, never say never. Maybe one year I get to go there because I just want it bad enough. But I don't think I want it bad enough to spend the high price tag that it would cost me to go there. And if I ever do get to go there, even with a high price tag, I feel like it'll be a different me. You know, I'll probably be much older, and I won't care about a lot of the things that I cared about 3, 4, 5 years ago. So that is kind of rough. Okay, Ava's next, which is why I've been playing. Which is why I've been playing Dark Roast? Dimmer Switch. Why do I always call that song Dark Roast? Ava. This is gonna be a food one. It's gonna be a food one because you're Ava. Ava, is there anything that you willingly get or you've willingly ordered several times, even, or you've maybe made it, although making it might be a little bit more labor intensive, so I won't use that, but you've willingly consumed, I will say, voluntarily, even though you don't like it really that much, and you will probably eat it again? Chicken and dumpling soup is gross. I wish that was the end of the answer. But Ava goes on to say, I hate it. Oh. I wish that was the end of the answer. Ava goes on to say, but I eat it every time she makes it because I know how long it takes to make. Oh, well, this is a sweet answer. This isn't a nasty answer at all. Wow. Oh, that's really sweet. Yeah, no, I'll take that. That's an acceptable answer, Ava. That's an acceptable answer. If it is prepared for you again, you will eat it. And you do not like it. I would say my answer to this question, something that I do not like, but I regularly consume, and I will consume again, is... There is a place. No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna talk about that place because I don't wanna. I know the person who owns that place now. Now I have some weird vested interest in the place, but the food there is disgusting. I'm going to say instead. Come on me. Okay, Domino's Pizza. Now, I don't want to say Domino's Pizza is disgusting. You all know that I kind of have a pretty lax quality scale when it comes to pizza. If it's pizza, I'll eat it. Their melted cheese, I'll probably eat it. But every single time I eat Domino's, I get like really sick afterwards. Like like sweating, like sweating sick. Like in my bed, like on my side, like I knew this would happen. Why do I keep doing this? It's never good. It never makes me feel good. But I will eat Domino's again at some point. Now I don't eat Domino's very often. I think I eat Domino's maybe twice a year, maybe 3 times a year, max. But I always do eventually end up coming back around to it. Usually because it's open, it's open very late. I'll get desperate, or maybe I'm in a really like boondock, booty hole town. Like, this happens like I was in a place. I was in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, and the only things in the around that venue to eat. Well, I was playing a show, and the only things around that venue to eat were Arby's and Domino's. And I was like, well, both of these are going to hurt me, so it's just choosing the one that's cheaper, I guess. And so, yeah, I probably will eat Domino's again. But yeah, it's never particularly been kind to my body. Yeah. Cloudless wonders how late they are. They are 53 minutes late, Cloud. 53. But I mean, I'm still here, so you haven't missed the stream, which is what I consider late. As long as you make it in while I'm live, I don't consider that to be late, perhaps. Or at least I shouldn't. I shouldn't. Okay. Cyber's next. Cyber. Cyber. What's Cyber's question? Wait, did Cyber even end the stream? Did they leave? Oh, Blurry. I haven't even gotten to you yet. Oh man. Okay, Blurry's next. Blurry's right after Cyber. Cyber, welcome to your AMA. Thank you, Blurry, though. That's really sweet. Oh, and it shows up in euros. I love the euro sign. That's the euro sign, right? If that's not the euro sign? Oh my god, I'm so stupid. Anyways, it's a number 5. I know. That's $5. That's this Little Caesar's pizza for me, baby. Thank you, Blurry. Cyber's question. Cyber's question. Okay, Cyber's question. This is gonna be maybe kind of mean. Well, no, it doesn't have to be mean. It can be funny. It can be funny. Cyber, is there an animal? Is there an animal that you just don't like? And I know we understand animals are like innocuous. They're just babies trying to get their life together. They're not really trying to do anything to humans. But I know in my experience there are certain animals that I just do not particularly enjoy seeing or hearing or being around. I respect them. I just do not have any affection for them. Is there an animal like this for you, Cyber? Children. Oh gosh, she said children. Jesus Christ. Hey, no judging, no judging, no judging, no judging. I hate jellyfish. Do not respect them, says Cause. That's interesting. I don't like yappy dogs. That's probably about it, says Ava. Oh. Ducks, says Kiwi, they chase me. Lindsay agrees that yappy dogs suck. Cyrus says I do not like. Oh my god. I don't know what is. Wait. Mostly because they hang around the house and always try to sneak into my garbage. Skunk? Is it a skunk? I think I think it's skunk. If it's not skunk and Cyber does mean skinks, oh my god, skink is a thing. Hold on. Cyber's telling me to Google it. Guys, I'm sorry. This is very unprofessional, but I gotta do this now. Oh, it's a thing! It's a thing. Oh, they're actually kind of pretty. Oh, this looks like something that would be in Arizona. Guys, look up a skink. Oh, look at these bad boys cook. This is, I mean, obviously, if they're trying to get in your garbage, this is a problem, but I could see, like, maybe some, I could see, like, some, like, 14-year-old kid that thinks they're interesting, even though they're only 14, like, owning a skink, keeping it in, like, in a terrarium thing, and bringing it to school. Sorry, I'm building a whole narrative out of this. Interesting, though, Cyber. They're fun to look at, but they always try to sneak in. They're always trying to sneak in. And they're huge, like the size of your hand. That's funny. I know this is probably only funny to me because I've never had to deal with such a thing. But this is hilarious. I'm so glad that what we all thought was a typo actually ended up being a cool educational news segment in the stream, right? I now know about a new reptile. A skink. Cyber, I'm gonna go ahead and give you a co-producer credits on the inevitable song I make called Skink, or like Saucy Skink, or Sugar Skink, or something like that. My answer to this question is unfortunately cats. I know a lot of people love cats. I know cats are kind of like, as far as the internet, they win the internet as far as animals go. However, I'm allergic to cats, and throughout my earlier years, cats do this thing. Not all cats, but a lot of cats do this thing where if you come into a room, they will like do that thing where they like rub on your leg. And to me, being young and being very much allergic to them, that felt so targeted. I felt like me and my 5 friends would walk into a room and the cat would like look at all of us and then like single me out and come and like rub themselves on me, and then I would be really itchy and miserable. And so I just learned to have a very healthy level of fear and disdain for cats. Now, today I know, it's not intentional what they're doing. And I can more or less avoid cats in the real world, but I don't love them. I don't love them. I like the hairless ones. Those ones are pretty dope. I'm a fan of those. They look like gargoyles, like little fat, ugly gargoyles, and like that's kind of my whole thing. Anyways, I've spit too much on this answer. I do like skinks though. I like that I learned something new from this game. Okashi's next. God, we gotta get through all these. I feel like every time I ask somebody a question, I don't get any closer to finishing this. All right, Okashi, your question is. Okashi, is there something that you really, really like, weather-wise, weather-wise, that, and the answer to this can be no. Keep in mind, the answer to this can be no. But is there a weather condition or a weather thing that you really like that just doesn't happen where you are? So there's no way that you can really experience it on a regular basis, but it is like something you prefer, you wish happened where you live. I don't know where you live, and you don't need to tell me, but is this a thing? Darkro says no. Here's what Darkro has to say. I mean, Enigma, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. A pair of hairless ones, though. I mean, I don't want to get crude in the stream. Rip Florida, says Dark Grill, because no snow. No snow. Oof. I wouldn't mind having more thunderstorms, says Ava. We get them here and there. Ah, oh, thunderstorms. Holy crap, I miss thunderstorms. LA doesn't really do the whole thunderstorm thing often, yeah. This is Akashi's question. Akashi says, I love rain with all my heart, especially heavy rain. But due to me living somewhere like an oven, like with oven-like heat, we aren't granted the awesomeness of snow. Oh. No worries, Wakashi. I grew up in Arizona, and I hadn't seen snow for a pretty long time, even though snow technically happens in Arizona. Just not in the valley where I was living. Okay, my answer to that question, Okashi, is going to be a very quick one. Of course, of course, of course. It is heavy rain. When in Arizona, they do get pretty heavy rain every now and then, but LA not so much. LA gets rain for sure, but the heavy stuff, the stuff that like you just really can't drive, never happens here. Never happens here. I miss it. I miss that stuff. Snow's overhyped, says Lindsay. Cause, you're next. Cause. Cause. Oh, where's Tommy going? I'm gonna shoot up now, take care, pop on tomorrow, but probably not since it's me birthday tomorrow. Tommy, wow. Tommy, it's my birthday Friday. We're birthday buddies. Who would have thought? You and me, huh? Anyways, enjoy the rest of your day, Tommy. I'll see you maybe in a future stream. I don't know which one though, but How about that? I feel like I got asked the deepest question, says Enigma. I liked. Wait, whose question was that? I had somebody's question. There was a question that I did like. The thing that. Anyways, I can't remember. You guys can't make me remember the questions. It's never gonna happen. Anyways, it's Cause's turn now. Cause, you're still in here. Okay. Cause, cause, cause. What is Cause's question? Okay, Cause. Cause, do you have siblings? That's not the question. That's not the question. This is like a pre-question. Consider it like a question warmer. That's not the question. That's not the question, Ava. It's not the question. That's not the question. It's not the question. Older sister and younger sister, and Cause and ye middle. A middle child. Ah, yes. I've heard of you. I've heard of your kind. You know how, Cause, you know how parents say, like, I can't have a favorite? Parents sound a lot like me. No favorites here. Favorite child? Couldn't dream of it. I love all my children equally. But you and me, Cause, we know this is a lie. Cause, do you think that, do you ever feel like there is a pretty clear favorite, or at least one that seems to get the fresh juice, you know? Is it you? Is it you, Cause? I don't want to believe it's you from what I know of TV has taught me about middle children. I feel like it's me, says Cause. Cause is one of the rarities. Oh my goodness. What happened to your sisters? What happened to them? What is that? Oh. Is that why they stop? Is it like you make one, it's like, I don't know about this one, let's make another one, you make another one, it's like, oh, I think we got the bad out. And then you make another one because, and then you're like, oh, never mind, I think it was a home run with the middle one, huh? My younger sister and I are the good kids. Word, I'm one of the good ones too, Cause. We got the bad out. Ooh. And then it says, it's even worse than that. I am a half uncle to people that are in their 20s and 30s as an 18-year-old. Word, Enigma. I have that same thing because I'm really late in the kids. I'm really late in the litter. There was a lot of us, and I was late. You don't have super tall siblings, says Apache. Oh, I don't know. What is super tall? What counts as super tall? And I actually show appreciation for things they give me, says Cause. And you're super emotional. Word. Word. Interesting. As a lot of you know, I do have a lot of siblings. I have a lot of siblings. I talked to three of them yesterday. Yesterday, there is a group chat with our group call on Facebook with my parents and three of my sisters. My younger sister, the sister directly older than me, and the sister immediately older than her. And most of my other siblings I haven't really talked to too recently, and things can change too. Things can change, and this is rough too because sometimes my mom comes in these streams. I don't know if my mom's in this one. If she is, hi mom. I apologize for what I'm about to say, but I do feel like I'm the favorite. And the reason that I feel that way is because I just don't do anything. I feel like if we're counting whoopings, I want to say I got the least amount of whoopings, and I think I got the least amount of whoopings because I just didn't do anything again. I just didn't do anything. I was afraid of everything as a kid. I'm still pretty much afraid of everything as an adult too. But yeah, just didn't really do too much. Kind of minded my own business. Got into music. That's kind of all I do now. I don't have any like illegitimate children running around. Never got arrested. Didn't do drugs. Didn't start drinking. I kind of just remained a good kid for my entire life. So I think that I don't even know if that makes me the favorite, but I think that it makes me the easiest of the children. I will say that. Cause a good compromise. I would say I was the easiest kid. So if somebody wanted an easy kid, I was kind of a softball. Okay. Wait, is Umbe in here? Dang, single children. All right, only children. All right, I see you guys. You guys are the favorite by default. How about that, huh? Pretty sure I'm my dad's favorite too, says Ava. That's just because he raised me solo, whereas his other kids were raised by his ex. You have an unfair advantage, Ava. Okay. We're still trying to get through it. We've already surpassed the hour mark, guys. Can I get a show of hands of who hasn't had their question yet, please? Oh, Dark Row. I'm doing Dark Row. While I'm doing Dark Row, can somebody give me hand emojis if you haven't gotten your question yet? Dark Row. Dark Row, is there a commercial or an ad that you can remember very vividly, even though you haven't seen it in like over a decade maybe, just years and years and years? I have a lot of these, but I want to know if you have them. Because like now with YouTube, sometimes you can look up like old ads, but sometimes they're not on there. And if they're just not on there, then you just can't see them. That's like, we're in this really weird society where sometimes if you want to see a video and it's not on YouTube, it's kind of like, well, I guess it doesn't exist. And do you have one of those, Dark Crow? I still got Diz. I still got Kiwi. I still got Blurry. Oh yeah, Blurry. Blurry was supposed to be next. My memory's trash. Blurry, you let me do that. Blurry, never let me do that to you again. Never let me disrespect you again in this stream. You're higher than this. Yeah, it was Blurry, Cyber. It was Blurry. My memory's trash. Now I feel like a monster. Alright, Blurry's after Dark Row then. You're after Dark Row. Your memory is blurry. Aw. Blurry made a joke. And it's a true one, so yeah, my memory. If you haven't been in the stream for too long, you will know from coming into the streams pretty regularly that my memory is like absolute trash. I'll make whole songs in the stream and then forget them by the next day. Andrew Ackerman says, Ackerman? The Geico Caveman commercial. I have memory of that making a TV show, but it must have been a fever dream. No, that did happen. They did make a TV show with that, and it tanked. It was not good. They overestimated everybody's love for those caveman characters, didn't they? Zoo Books, says Dark Crow. Magic Bullet, Sock 'em Boppers. Oh my god. Oh, wow. Dark Crow's coming with the gold. Sock 'em Boppers. I remember pretty much every, like, toy jingle from, like, a whole, like, 10-year stretch. As you should. Blow 'em up, put your hands inside, get ready to have the time of your life. Sock 'em Boppers. It was just kids pretty much putting balloons on their hands or like pool floaties on their hands and punching each other in the face. If anything, it promoted violence. The name of them was Sock and Boppers. Okay, but that can't be mine because Dark Girl already took. Dang, Dark Girl took a few. Okay, Dark Row. Hmm. Chia. Yeah, I remember the Chia song. Music you can get to remember things. Yeah, this is the art of jingle writing, Soothsayer. This is why jingle writers are paid a lot of money. It's very important. I think that a commercial that's old that I can remember pretty well. I can remember the. I shouldn't have asked this because this is like a treasure trove. I'm gonna choose. You've never had Push Pops? Where have you been, man? Saturn? Get push and push push pop? Yeah, I remember the Push Pop commercials. Can you still buy Push Pops? Awesome flavor, push it down, save some for later. Push and push push pop? Oh man. That was sick. Or the thing that you like put around one of your ankles and then you would like skip it, scoop up up up, doo up up. There was scat in that commercial actually. Anyways, I'm not gonna do this anymore because that's a whole stream if I'm gonna do that. Blurry was the next one. Blurry. You know what yours is? Because I don't, yeah. Ooh, blurry. Is there something that you liked? It could be a year ago, it could be 2 years ago, it could be when you were a lot younger. You liked it in the past. And whenever people talk about it to you, you're like, yeah, I like that thing. Or yeah, that thing was dope. Oh, this is a thing that I couldn't get enough of, whether it was like Dragon Ball Z or whether it was Little Caesar's Pizza, I don't know, Chuck E. Cheese's. There is something that you really loved and you're afraid to re-experience it because you don't want to actually find out that it's bad. Maybe you're like, ooh, I used to love Chuck E. Cheese, but I don't want to go back there and see and then like not like it, like kill the fantasy, kill the illusion that it was really good. Is there anything like that for you? Blurry? A blurry memory that you don't want to have vivid? You don't want to have it come in clear? Maybe you might see some things you didn't see when you were younger. Disney World says, oh gosh, Jesus Christ. Never been to Disney World. Probably will never go to Disney World. Skip it. Chronic Legacy, there are these little skits they play between shows and ads, and I remember recently one was spaced between Mr. Freer's ears. Jesus Christ. Alright, Lindsay, thank you so much for being in the stream. I'm sorry it ran so late. Yeah, we should be done by now. This is just taking a lot longer than I had planned on. But I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, Lindsay, and thank you for spending some time with me this morning. Hey, Ami. You commented saying I need to join your stream. Hey, Vince. Okay, Vince. While I'm waiting on Blurry to answer the question, unless they did and I missed it somehow. Really quickly, guys. Vince commented on the Gucci video, wanting to know the chords to Gucci Gang, and so I told them to come into a stream and I would show them. So I don't know the names of chords. That would help a lot if I did, wouldn't it? But I don't, so I'm not going to talk about the names of chords, but I am going to play the chords for you. There's only 3 of them, so this will be a lot easier than, say, showing Lindsay how to play Vanilla, which is significantly more chords. The first chord to Gucci Gang, Adjust for Mirroring, is this one. For me, it has to be playing the guitar, says Blurry. I started when I was about 7, and all my life I have been known as the guitar guy. I gave it up a few years ago, and I hate when people try to talk to me about it. That's, wow. This was a very, very jokey question, but you took it to a very serious place. I'll just mirror them in FL Studio. Can you name the notes you're playing? I can't do that either. I'm learning music theory slowly, Vince, but here's what I'll do for you, Vince. I'm going to use some very layman's terminology. You know the group of 3 black notes? Of course you do. You're a music man. You play the white notes under it. Or the white notes under it. So that one. Blurry though. You have to be playing the. You don't like when people try to talk to you about the guitar. Yeah, you've had this reputation as the guitar person. But if it was that long ago, you might. Oh my God, that's a. You took the question in a deeper context. That's a. You answered a cooler question, maybe even than the one that I asked specifically. I just grew out of it, found new interests. Oh. But you're forever that guy. Oh, wow. Hold on, let me finish answering this because I have to answer my version of those. My answer to that question, Blurry, a thing that you used to like or do, a thing that you used to like or do, and you don't want to revisit it and discover that maybe you don't have the same skill or love or whatever for it. For me, it would be Sunsplash. Oh, Sunsplash. Oh, there's a place in Arizona. It's a water park. It's called Sunsplash. What's up, Joshua? Dang. All right, all right, all right. Sunsplash. It's called Sunsplash. It's a water park. I used to love it a lot as a kid for a lot of really cool reasons, like it's really hot in Arizona and I wanted to go to a water park. Then for a lot of like really trite reasons, like all the cool kids got to go and it gave me an excuse to wear sunglasses. This was before I was prescribed actual glasses. And for some like kind of like shameful, like sad reasons, that there was just like a lot of people in like bathing suits, which was exciting for me at that age. I feel like if I go back to this water park, it will not be enjoyable for me. I feel like now if I go back, all I'll be able to see is like how gross everything is, like germ wise. I feel like something about water parks used to feel so freeing and now feels kind of gross. So I'm afraid to go back to that water park and not have that same love for it. Okay, you got the first chord, which is that. The second chord is kind of the same chord, but you play this note now. You play the note that's between the two black notes. You play that note. So, you with me so far? You with me, Vince? Okay. I feel constant guilt about letting my violin skills slip, says Ava. I was second year in high school, but I haven't played them. These answers, Blurry started a trend of answers that's it's pretty close to home for me, for a lot of things. Ombi says I run through instruments at this point. It's never too late to get, it's never too late to get back into one. This is true, Ombi. It's never too late. Mine's just reading. I feel bad about how little I read now when I was such an avid reader as a child. Oh, wow. I have a theory about that, Maddie, in my own life. I don't want to get too sidetracked, but Vince, now for the final third chord. This is maybe the weirder one. You are going to, oh man, you're going to hit, oh man. Yeah, there's no cool way to describe this. You're going to hit these notes. So, Christ. Oh! No, that doesn't work either. It's just these notes, so... if I knew the name of them, now is when I'd say them. But I don't, so I'm just gonna play them. There's these two that are underneath the two black notes. Oh my god, I hope you're getting this, Vince. I hope you're getting this. Oh, crap! Ava! Oh, Ava, this is amazing! Ava's saying the names of the notes. Is that it? Is that it? This is so cool. It's like a fun game. Okay. At least we all know that we're not alone in this. This is true, Blurry. Nice glass has full. Glass. I said glass has full? Has full? Glass half full. Nice glass. Glass. Oh my god, I did it again. A nice glass half full take on this like kind of sad situation. Okay. You got this, Vince? You got these? Do you have this of the third chord? This stream is such a nightmare, by the way. I'm doing like 3 different things at once. Do you have this? Vince. Okay, guys, sun is scorching, meaning that there is great drying out. I have a whole load of washing to get out on the line. Catch it. Oh, this is, wow, what a wholesome person. They're hanging their clothes to dry. How do I be where you are, Blurry? Oh, okay, alright, Vince says, oh, but good luck on the clothes drying thing, and I'm glad that I got your question, and again, thank you for the donation. I do really appreciate that. I hope to see you in a future stream, Blurry. Third chord is, okay, so the third chord, I haven't finished the third chord. There is a third note in the chord, and the third note is this note down here. You're going to add that underneath the chord. So the whole thing sounds like that. Got it? Ah, fantastic. Okay, so the chord progression goes as follows. And that's Gucci. And then I added like a lot of little flourishy stuff on the top. But you don't really need to know that. It's kind of just taking this chord and putting it an octave higher, but like playing it a little staggered. The second chord progression is the same thing up until a point. It starts here, here, and then it's here instead, which is just taking this chord and moving these 2 notes up to the black keys. Everything else stays the same. So instead of hitting this, you hit this. Instead of hitting this, you hit this. Ooh, sounds kind of fun with just those 3. Anyways. The Gucci chords, the Gucci chords, the Gucci chords. I wrote them in a few moments. To be honest, I might head out, says Enigma. I want to master some tracks before it gets too late. Good idea, Enigma. We do need to close this down. We need to close this down. It's been an hour and a half, guys. But there were some people left over. Can I get a show of hands of the people that were left over? While I go over news really quick. The people that were left over that even wanted to play, maybe you're in the stream and you just didn't want to get asked a question anyway. I know some people are like not super social in the stream. They just kind of vibe and lurk around. I must be going as well, says Soothsayer. Take care. Goodbye, Soothsayer. Appreciate you, as always. I've always appreciated you. When AFK to talk to my dad on the phone. Hey, the dad that we heard about earlier? Wow. Wow. Everybody's here. How far are you into the FF7 remake, Omni? Says Cyber. Oh, I am 0% through it because I have not purchased it yet. It's okay if I don't get a question, says Maddie. Well, the thing is, some of the people that are left. Okay, so Kiwi's left, Diz is left, and Maddie's left. Should I do this again tomorrow? If I do this again tomorrow, I'm going to start with Kiwi, Diz, and Maddie. If I don't do it tomorrow, I'm going to end with Kiwi, Diz, and Maddie. Hold on. Yeah. Should I do this tomorrow or now? I'm going to go off of a vote. Also, Soothsayer, I think? No, Soothsayer. Oh, Soothsayer's leaving. Okay, yeah. Either or, says Diz, giving me no suggestion whatsoever. I think I should do it again tomorrow. I think you should do it again tomorrow, but everyone needs to be here early. All you do is find the 3 black keys. The 2 notes sandwiched in there is C and D, says Ava. Oh, Ava's talking to me. It's super easy to know what note you're playing. White keys are all naturals. So A, B, C, D, F. Don't need to worry about sharps and flats, baby. A, B, C, D, F. Did I just play A, B, C, D, F? Did I not? Did I just skip E? You said A B C D E F, didn't you? I don't know my alphabet. I imagine the alphabet's probably pretty important in learning music theory. I'm gonna spend some time on my alphabet. Arthur says, "Sorry, I'm late." No worries, Arthur. I'm still here, so you're not late. You just showed up after everybody else. Doing chores while I stream on Thursdays before I go to work. Gotta make lunch and stuff. Usually do that on Thursdays. A, C, D, E, F, G. I skipped G. My bad. I skipped E. You skipped G. Neither of us know our alphabet, apparently. I am going to end it here. The only reason I feel comfortable ending it here is because the people whose questions I have not asked yet are in the streams pretty regularly. So, Diz, you're going to get your question. Are you going to have to remind me? Is my memory trash? You're probably going to have to remind me. My memory's trash. Maddie, you're going to get your question. I had to ask Blurry's question because who knows when I'm going to see Blurry again. Who knows? You know how it is. Your friend's in town. You want to hang out with your friend. I think my parents might be in town this Friday. I've got some people that are like, yo, what are you doing for your birthday? And I'm like, I don't know, streaming, but I think my parents are going to be in town and I never get to see them, so I've probably got to spend time with them. And not you. Sorry, homie. I can't mix those two. I can't hang out with my friends and my parents. It'd be a nightmare. Do you realize how differently those people see me? Okay, closing time. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. What an amazing song by something Sonic? Stereosonic or like something Sonic something? Who made that song, Cyber? I'm usually pretty good at this game. Andrew Ackerman says, "Hey, I want you to know that I was feeling really depressed and I found an old song of yours called Bumblebee and it helped me come out of it a lot yesterday, so thank you for that." I have a really interesting point that I'm going to make about what you just said, Andrew Ackerman. Give me 1 second. Oh, I'm going to cook up a good one for you, Diz. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be very well breaded, lightly fried, crispy, and spicy, but still succulent on the inside. Like a fried chicken breast. I made chicken last night at like 12:30 and watched like K-pop videos. It was a nightmare. Happy early birthday, Dark Rose says. Thank you, Dark Rose. I appreciate that. It's a really nice thing to say. Semisonic. I knew it. Cyber, please. Cyber, give me points. You gotta give me points. I knew it had Sonic in the name, didn't I? I've never listened to that band outside of that song. I just know that one song. Like Cyber's chicken breast, indeed. Okay. I'm gonna talk a little bit about what Andrew Ackerman said. Andrew Ackerman said that they wanted me to know that they were depressed and they found an old song of mine called Bumblebee and it helped them out of their depression yesterday. Thank you, Andrew Ackerman. That's a really nice thing to say. It's also a very nice thing that happened. I'm glad that that happened for you. However, why am I saying however? What a horrible preposition to put there. No, however, Forks. However, I want to talk a little bit about that. When you create something, Andrew, you have no, and especially if you've shared that thing with the public, you have no idea how that's going to affect people and when it's going to affect people. Time is weird, right? You're talking about a song named Bumblebee, Andrew, that I wrote in 2015. This is like a 5-year-old song now, right? And so, if you came to me, Andrew Ackerman, by way of magic, let's say, I don't believe in time machines, but I do believe in magic. Some mysterious man at a train station in San Diego once told me, "I don't believe in love, but I do believe in magic," and it's really stuck with me. I say it a lot. Anywho, Andrew, if you came to me by way of magic to 2015 Omni and you said, "Hey, you gotta release this song because in roughly 5 years, it's going to pull me out of a bad place." Pause on that. I have heard Psycho by Blackpink. I'm actually not a big Blackpink fan. I know that that's kind of divisive. I don't really like them. But, the song's alright. The song's alright. Oh, Jordan. Did Jordan just come out with a haymaker? Don't let me get distracted, guys. Don't let me get distracted. Don't let me get distracted. Um, don't let me get distracted. Andrew Ackerman, if you came to me by way of magic and you said, "Hey, you got to finish this song because in 5 years it's gonna pull me out of a depression," I would have been more what's the word? Inspired to finish that song. Andrew, there's so many songs that I make and I didn't release. There's so many songs that I made and I forgot. There's so many songs I made and then I started to hate, so I didn't put them out, or I put them out and then I took them down because I no longer liked them. There's this weird like thing with time and art and media, and you never really know what effect it's going to have on people. For example, Andrew Ackerman. I got really into a lot of artists and inspired by a lot of artists after they had actually passed or retired. You know, a good example of this is it's a very low hanging fruit as far as jazz, especially bebop jazz, but um, what's that? Giant Steps. Giant Steps by John Coltrane is like one of those like aha, aha, everybody knows this jazz song. This is the jazz song. And even with it being kind of a joke, even with it being even like you up wrist at bebop jazz, I still love that song, very genuinely. And I didn't really even hear that song. I didn't know that song existed until Homie was dead. And somebody's going to hear that song years from now. Somebody who's not even born yet is going to hear that song and maybe take inspiration from it or discover new things from it. And it doesn't have to be something as big and as huge as Giant Steps in the jazz world. It could be anything, right? You brought up Andrew. By the way, I don't even know if Andrew's still in here listening to me, but you, Andrew, brought up Bumblebee, which is a song that I made that song because a bee got stuck in my room and I wrote a song for a bee, and then I ended up tagging it onto my Night Stream EP when I released that. And I would say that Bumblebee and Downtown Drizzle were like the two weaker songs of that EP. Not a lot of people bring up Bumblebee. They bring up Bon Bon, they bring up Sugar Glider. Every now and then I'll get a Jolly Pop mention, but people don't really talk about Bumblebee a lot. So you saying that is very interesting. Because really, in the world, especially the world of the internet, you don't know who's going to hear the thing. I might grow old and die, and somebody will find Bumblebee then. You know, somebody will find Bon Bon and be like, yo, this is sick. I love this Omni Boy person. Even though they're listening to music that isn't what I ended up sounding like, you know, or I'm done, I'm dead, I'm dust in the ground. It's really interesting. You never know. You never know. I try to encourage everybody to put out stuff, even if they don't feel like it makes a difference. Even if they're like, well, nobody's listening to my music. I only have 5 followers on Twitter. I don't, it has to make a big splash. You never know who's listening. And if Andrew Ackerman didn't come into the stream today while I was still streaming and say that, I still wouldn't know that wouldn't know who they were, or that they had ever listened to my music, or that it had some type of beneficial effect on them. So, it's really cool. This says, Omni listens to Basement Jaxx song. It reminds you of the 90s workout mixes my mom used to get from Walgreens. That's an amazing comment. Your mom sounds awesome, by the way, Diz. I found a really cool Flash animation that someone animated to Giant Steps 15 years ago, and it was great, and I wanted to upload it someplace, says Cyber. The arts can make you immortal. That's what I always say, says Umbe. Word, word, word. I believe this. Huey says, I take a lot of inspiration from 50s jazz, and I think about how they all passed, but they left behind a trail of their life, for sure, Kiwi. I feel all artists are just leaving behind a trail, an old snail trail of our life and experiences. Cyber says in the year 2145, people will find USB drives with Omni Boy songs on them. One can only hope. Hopefully there is a machine in 2145 that can read a USB stick. Speaking of Jaxx, Omni, have you heard of Kish Cast by them? Yes, yes. Yeah. Come on, come on, come on, come on. You're loving me softballs. You're loving me softballs. I feel like that whole era of them, their music was way more glitchy and like, I don't want to use the word glitchy because I know glitch hop is a thing, glitch step is a thing. It wasn't those, but it was like way more chopped and like frenetic and stuff like that. And I feel like they don't really sound like that anymore. And that's not a bad thing. I'm just saying that was like a very sick sweet spot for them. Ooh. Umbe Bleeder says, so many tracks see popularity through some random meme someone makes 40 years after it's made. The internet is wild. The internet is wild, Umbe. And so I'm always sharing stuff. One thing that I've experienced as an artist, ooh, this is beautiful. It's like a Mr. Rogers closing segment. One thing that I have noticed or been able to appreciate in recent years is that, first of all, we have the internet, right? So you guys are able to come into this stream. You can't believe you know this music by them. I've never been able to talk to anyone about Basement Jacks, says Jordan. We gotta talk about Basement Jacks then. I was gonna have a Basement Jacks stream where it's just me and you then, Jordan. Jordan, there's a... Crap. What song is that? Oh, I'll think of the name of it. I just remember the brass stab from it. And it gets like really vibey. What song is that? Oh my god. Everybody please go listen to old Basement Jacks. That music was like, it somehow sounded like a jungle. It didn't sound like jungle, the genre. That music sounded like a jungle. Oh god. Jesus Christ, that was such a good... It wasn't Do Your Thing, because I know that song. That song's like a little bit more like... It might have been Red Alert. No, don't let me do this, Jordan. Don't let me get distracted. I think I'm talking about Red Alert too, though. And I can remember the vocals. Oh my god, guys, don't. Sorry. Guys, don't let Jordan take me there. Jordan's taking me into like a black hole of Basement Jacks. Okay, I'm back on. Please go listen to old Basement Jacks. That's the last thing I'm saying. Moving on to, okay, so the internet you can guys come into a stream, right? This is a perfect example of it. Me and Jordan can connect on something very, very singular, like old Basement Jacks music that hasn't been relevant for, I don't know, 12, 15 years. We can connect on that. Yeah, like 15 years. Those are old records. Anyways, we can connect on that through the, weird space and time because of the internet. And because of this, when I release a song, you guys will say, good job, friend. And then a few strangers will say, this is amazing. And then somebody named Vince will come into the stream off of a comment from my YouTube video just so they can learn the chords to Gucci. It's a very connected and social atmosphere now with the internet. But the weird thing about that is, I guess the drawback is that if you don't have that connection, it's almost like there isn't a connection at all if you're not having that very social connection. If I post a photo and you see that photo and you go, huh, what a cool pair of pants, but you don't say what a cool pair of pants and you don't double tap the photo to like the photo, you don't retweet the photo or whatever, you don't engage with the photo, as far as I'm concerned, you didn't see it and you didn't like it. You had no connection to it, the connection didn't exist. When it's just not true. There's so many people listening to my music that just don't follow me on social media because they're like, screw social media, I don't have Instagram, I don't like Twitter. But they listen to my music every day. There's people like me who, I will watch some indie movie by some small director, or I'll listen to a song by a band who's like a small local Japanese band that doesn't even have good videos or anything out, and they have no idea that they have some fan in California, because by digits, if they're going just by like numbers on the internet, it looks like they don't have enough fans out here to tour. But they definitely have me. They have a fan out here. And something really interesting is about that. With people didn't used to have that, I guess if you were like the Rolling Stones, you just kind of had to go physically to places to see or look at record sales. But if you didn't have that, you didn't know about, I don't know, Susie and Bismarck, who really, really loves your album, and it like got her out of a rough time. So the internet's weird. Social media is weird. I've tried to slowly divorce myself from the need to have that social connection, but it's nice to have it every now and then, right? Like you guys in the stream, I think I wouldn't know any of you guys listen to my music, because why would I? How would I if not for the stream? I think Cyber maybe, because Cyber is around and like knows some of the same people I know, and Kiwi, because Kiwi was like at some physical shows that I played, and like me and Kiwi were friends and have hung out. But most of you guys, yeah, I wouldn't know that you guys like my music. There's some of the people in here that, yeah, interesting. Anyways, I don't know where you are, Andrew Ackerman. You might have left the stream by now, but what you said was received kindly, and I'm glad that Bumblebee helped you get out of a bad place. It's wild. Ripple effects, baby. Ripples. Um. Okay, so we should go over news really quickly. Whoa. Okay, so speaking of news, the person that's making my merch just hit me up yesterday, and we're starting talks again, baby. We're like getting back in business. So do with that information what you will. Hopefully, nothing dangerous. So that can be added to the news again. As far as songs, I do have a new song out called "The View." It's written for somebody I no longer am very fond of. I don't know where she is. I don't know what she's doing. Honestly, I do not care. The fact that I can make even a little bit of money off of whatever feelings I had for Madam years ago is kind of nice. It's kind of nice. I wish that everybody had the opportunity to profit financially off of their own heartbreak. I think the world would be a better place if we could do this. Umbe says, I'm black and wear glasses. I haven't finished Umbe's comment, but I want to say I know where it's going. I'm going to finish. They say I'm black and wear glasses. You'd know I was a fan immediately. I didn't know it was going there. You know, yeah, okay, all right. A lot of black people with glasses do like my music. Yeah, you got to make cash off your exes. They've already taken enough from you. Don't let them take your money too, or at least get like a refund. Consider this like a heartbreak rebate. It's not instant though. It's not one of those nice instant rebates. Kiwi says like people meet that come up to me, never interacted with online, will be like lose it over meeting me, and I don't really think that would be a thing ever. Yeah, it's interesting. Being able to connect with people is very important. The internet has, I don't want to say any cliches, but the internet did its thing, and we're all living in that time now. Cash for gold, dig a hole. Indeed. Indeed, Leona. Easy come, easy go, baby. Heartbreak Rebate is a good name for a song, says Cyber. Cyber, you're right. Cyber, you did give me skinks today, though, so there's 2 songs in there, baby. Back to news. I do have a new song out called The View. It is my Heartbreak Rebate, so please listen to that song. I worked really hard on it. Also, I have an EP out, or 2 EPs. One is called Ego Death, the other one is called Quick Breath. They're about anxiety and depression, because what else are you going to write music about these days? Go listen to those. They're both available on Bandcamp, SoundCloud, Spotify, iTunes, Google Play, Amazon MP3. Hold on, really quickly, before I finish this. Does anybody actually use iTunes? Can I just get like a show of hands of anybody who uses iTunes while I'm asking a question? I want to remove it from the list of platforms that I use, but that I name at the end of the thing. Andrew Ackerman says, I know that there's a massive divide between being a music maker and listener. For the creator, the opportunity is great, and so much can be disappointing if it falls short of that opportunity. For the listener, a song exists as it exists. There's nothing more it could be. Yes. I've talked in length about this. I think it was stream 100. It was like in the low 100s, like 100, 103 or something like that. I went on a whole like rant about how an artist spends so much time with their piece of art, so they see all the things that it was supposed to be, all the things that it was. They see every version of it. You know, it's almost like being able to see all of the timelines, and so it's harder to see this as the one true timeline. But for us, we only live in one timeline, so it's hard to see your own eventuality and go, this is me if I had graduated college. This is me if I had stayed with my ex-girlfriend. And you're seeing yourself in tandem with them going, oh, well, this one's rich now. Oh, this sucks. but most people are only seeing the thing in front of them. They don't know the other possibilities. So yeah, usually a listener has a very different experience of art than the artist, and I kind of like that. I kind of like that people can't see the messy, the mess behind most of my art. Podcast anymore, says Maddie about iTunes. iTunes more like iSnooze, says Diz. I'm guessing a lot of people aren't using iTunes. Maddie is leaving? No, Maddie's not leaving. Diz is leaving. Oh, maybe Diz is just, yeah. I don't know who's leaving. Anywho, I'll keep it in the thing. Okay, so you can listen to my new music, including that EP I just mentioned, on Bandcamp, SoundCloud, Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music, Google Play, Amazon MP3, Tidal, Groove, Deezer, Pandora, Napster, and YouTube. If you're here on YouTube, it's not just songs, guys. It's not just songs with like a splash image of my smiling face behind it. I actually do shoot videos for a lot of this stuff, particularly Quarantunes. But there is a video for Into Thin Air. There's also a video for Hush Hour, which is going to be the last song I play in this stream. Quarantunes is a series of videos and tunes that I upload every Tuesday. This week's did get delayed quite a bit. I might just not do it this week and then come in hot next week because, I don't know, I had like a rough time. I had a rough time musically, and also like work's been weird. Work's been weird for me creatively, so I haven't really had enough time or inspiration, honestly, to put towards this week's Quarantune. But I promise it is coming. I promise it's going to be good. I can't promise you will like it, but I promise I'm going to put my all into it. So stay tuned for that. If you haven't seen the Quarantune series, a really quick background on that, I do upload a new song every Tuesday, traditionally, while the quarantine is happening. The first one was called Honeydew. The second one was called French Lavender. The third one was called Home Is You. The fourth one was called Dreams Come True. The fifth one was called I'm Not Dead. The sixth one was called Old Enough. The seventh one was called Money Talks. And the eighth one was called Easy Go, which was the most recent one. And I named them all in order without messing up, so I'm going to go ahead and give myself a pat on the back. Andrew says, Bumblebee maybe isn't a song that I would have enjoyed in my busy life in 2015. But under self-isolation, trapped in unemployment, it's a song that brings me joy. This is a really interesting thing, too. I'm not going to spend a lot of time here, but I do want to say it really quickly because a lot of people have the expression that, like, when they've met somebody, usually in a romantic setting, it's like, oh, timing was an issue, you know, like, they met me while I was involved in a relationship, then when I got out of the relationship, they were in a relationship, or maybe they met me past like a time in my life when I would be able to date them, whatever, you know. People talk about timing issues. The interesting thing about art is it isn't subjective to timing. And so yeah, a lot of times as an artist you can take things personally, right? Like if I release an ambient album, oh, thank you, Maddie. Thank you, Maddie, I appreciate that. If I release an ambient album, there's a lot of people that are like, yo, Omni, screw your stupid new album. It's summer. I'm trying to go out and party and like rave, and I got my tickets to EDC, and I'm going to the beach. I don't want to listen to you scream and croon about Atlantis and vanilla ice cream. But maybe 3 years goes by, maybe you have a bad breakup, maybe something goes weird in your life where you do need that art, and it's going to be there waiting for you then. As an artist, sometimes it can be easy to take things personally when people aren't there at opening day, you know, front in line to hear the new thing. But I understand that art and people are very complex things, and you can't always be in the mood for something. It's hard to be in the mood for something when it comes out. Sometimes you just have to be in the right place for it. So I appreciate you, Andrew, for saying that, and for eventually coming around to listening to Bumblebee. I have to remind myself this all the time. Cyber says, by the way, there's a deleted video in your Quarantunes playlist, Omni. The number 8 is there twice for some reason. Oh, okay. Thank you, Cyber. I'll fix that. My bad, guys. I felt like I was going to sneeze, but it won't come. I feel like I was going to sneeze, but it won't happen. Oh well. Okay, Manny says, that's very relatable, Andrew. I've been listening to a lot of joyful music to help when I'm feeling down. This is important. These times are hard for a lot of us. Back to news. Again, I'm going to go over the list because I just did. Not of quarantines, but of the platforms that you can hear those things on. Again, at the end of the quarantines, I might compile them and actually release them on something. Bandcamp, SoundCloud, Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music, Google Play, Amazon MP3, Tidal Group, Deezer, Pandora, Napster, and YouTube. This song that I'm going to play right now is called Hush Hour. I wrote it while I was abroad. It's not really about anything important. I just wrote it and named it because it was really quiet in the area that I was in, up pretty high in Hong Kong, and I could look down at rush hour happening, but I couldn't hear any of it. It's weird how sound travels down so easily, but it doesn't really travel up, you know? I'm sure there's science behind that. Thanks, Darko. That song is called Hush Hour, and it can be seen and heard. Seen because I did record a video for it on my YouTube account. Thank you, everyone, for being respectful to me and polite to each other. This was a 2-hour stream. We're not going to do this again. We got to break out of the habit of doing 2-hour streams. I got stuff I got to do. There's some leftover chicken from last night. I fried some chicken last night. There's some leftover. I got half of it still. I'm going to make some waffles, and I am going to have chicken and waffles for I don't know, brunch, I guess is what this would be now. It's 11 a.m. Okay. I will hopefully see you guys in tomorrow's stream, number 145. We will continue the question thing, but I might have to put some kind of time lock on it because with the way people come in and rotate, I feel like I could be stuck here for 3 hours if I'm trying to get to every single person. We'll have some type of system, I promise. I will develop a system. I'll think about it in my hours off. When's the next quarantine vid, says Darkrow? I am working on it. I'm going to bring it to you. But this week it's Memorial Day. Also, it's my birthday this week. I kind of had a lot of things going on mentally. So let's just say the next quarantine vid will be Tuesday. Let's do that. And I apologize forever for skipping a week. It's a lot. I don't know why I do these things to myself, by the way. I don't know why I give myself like a daily hour-and-a-half stream and a weekly video to create and an album to make and work to do. I don't know why I do this. Whenever I have idle time, I just try to fill it with work, and it's going to kill me one day. But until that day, I'll see you guys in the streams. See you tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. for stream number 145. I hope everybody enjoys the rest of their day. Is Maddie going to give us are you going to give us one? She gave us one. Welcoming Wednesday. Everybody have a welcoming Wednesday. I like that Maddie has a thing. I like that everybody has kind of a thing in the stream. It's really nice. Will you stream on your birthday, says Darko? I will be streaming on my birthday because it is a weekday. No rest for the wicked. The wicked is me. Yeah, I'm pretty busy, Liana. Sorry, Liana, I did not play double-lets in this stream. Next stream, I'm going to play a very long one. A very long version of it for you. It's going to be like 5 minutes, so I guess strap in for that. Abo, everybody. Abo.